Hey everyone. So today I am super duper excited because I have a Barnes & Noble haul. It's not a super big one, but I'm excited nevertheless. Since it's summer, I don't get an opportunity to read a lot throughout the year, so I tend to buy an influx of books and do all my reading in the summer, which I'm hoping to change in general. But figured I would show you guys what I got. If you're a Hamilton fan, I figure you can also see my shirt. Burr shot first. The shirt has super importance to me about who shot first because I believe it. Anyway, on to the books. The first one we have is Everything, Everything by Nicola Yoon. Basically, this is about to be a movie. I have seen the trailers everywhere for it, and I know it's gonna fucking break my heart. So instead of watching it in the theaters and not knowing what the fuck I'm in for, I figure I'll break my heart in private and be able to sort of cope with it, hopefully, in a theater. But it seems really interesting in the sense of, like, it's very much about a girl. Basically, she's allergic to the world. She's been trapped inside her entire life, and she's been fine with it. And then, obviously, she meets a boy, and she thinks about, she falls in love with him and thinks about, is it better to live safely inside forever or die for something more? So I think it'll be interesting. This is definitely, I think, going to be one that is either super great or super bad. I don't know, but we'll have to see. I think this is probably actually the one I'm going to start reading today, but I'm super excited about starting it regardless when I start it. Next one, along the trashy romance novel line, because how could I resist? We have Rebel Bride, which is a romance of the Tudor court, or Lust in the Tudor court. And literally, I had to buy this because of this little fucking circle, 50 Shades of Tudor Sex. And I was like, well, I'm intrigued. Tell me more. I need to read more. I think this is the second installment, it says, in a deliciously erotic trilogy. So I apparently got the second one. Oops. I guess I should have. I guess Wolf Bride's the first because that's what it says about this. It says Wolf Bride and this is Rebel Bride. But either way, it doesn't seem like it's, I'm hoping at least it's not like chronological and I'm not going to know what the fuck's going on. But I love Tudor history. Obviously, I read enough trashy romance to consider this. I went through my phase very young where I was very into Philippa Gregory's novels. Probably I was too young when I did that. But so I'm excited to see how ridiculous this is or if it's good and if I want to, buy the other ones. But I'm excited. Next one I have is A Taste of Blood Wine. And I found this because I was actually in Barnes & Noble to see if I wanted to physically buy copies of The Magicians or if I wanted to do on Kindle. Ultimately, I'm just going to order the next 2 copies of the Magician trilogy on Kindle because it's cheaper. It's like $16 in stores. It's $11 on a Kindle. So I figured I would do that. But this caught my eye when I was over in the kind of like where it's the sci-fi fantasy section. This is basically, takes place during the First World War. It's Karl von Wultendorf is a vampire on the battlefield. And it also talks about, kind of like London socialites. And of course, how could I resist? London socialites, vampires, they fall in love. Of course I want to read it. This is a fairly significant sized book. That's why also I picked it up. I was like, oh, this is substantial. Oh, that's funny. I'm looking at, I'm trying to flip through so many pages it is. It talking about the Anno Dracula series, which I actually have been reading in comic book form because it's a continuation. And that reminds me, I think the new one came out today, so I should probably go to the comic book store and buy it. Anyway, not the point. I'm trying to see how many pages this is. This is 501 pages. So I'm interested in seeing, like, if this is sustainable, for, 500 pages. I am interested. It looks like, oh, this person also, there's a second one that's coming out, or came out as well. I don't know how old this book is. This book came out in 2013. So this is about 4 years old, but I've never heard of it. I'm excited. I love this cover. You know, and if it's good, I will have a whole new series to continue. But I'm excited. I keep saying I'm excited, but I am, because I don't buy books a lot. So like anytime I get something new, or I tend to buy them used, so anytime I actually go and buy a new book, I'm very excited. So the last two I will show together because they are 2 books in a series. I got the rest of the Court series. I don't know what the actual official series naming is, but I have the first one. I started it, haven't finished it. I do need to actually finish it, and I might have to like restart it to remember. But I figured, why not pick up the next 2? Also, because this was 20% off at Barnes & Noble, so I paid like $15 for it. So yeah, so I figured I would give this a shot, because also I keep seeing stuff on Tumblr and on Twitter, and everybody keeps talking about it, good or bad, and I'm just kind of like going, well, what the hell's going on? Like, I have questions, and apparently things get a little scandalous, so I'm excited. I keep saying I'm excited, but I really am. Like, I am genuinely, like, excited to have more books and, like, new books and not just used books. But I am hoping either this weekend, because I guess I just really want to spend a lot of money this weekend, I might go to my favorite used bookstore, which I have reviewed in the past on this channel, Carpe Librum. I might go. I'll see how I'm feeling, because I do. Today is currently Friday, and I have a 4-day weekend because I'm off today, so I might be really reading. I'm hoping to just really be reading all weekend so I can make more content for you guys. But yep, so that is my haul. Let me know down below if you guys like any of these books, if you've heard of any of them. Obviously you've heard of like probably these, but let me know if you all think it's, you know, worth it that I bought them. You know, is it any good past the first one? Let me know if I'm going to cry my eyes out reading this, even though I'm probably going to find out before you guys comment. And like what you're hoping to get from the movie out of it. And then, you know, if you've heard of these, what you think of them. If you've read this one and maybe read the other series, let me know what you think. I would love to talk with you guys about everything. But as usual, if you enjoyed this video, please, please, please give it a thumbs up, and subscribe if you're interested in seeing more of what I'm doing. But I will see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.